If you're saying the rules are corrupt motives, that you can discern corrupt motives, then fine. Yes, Biden will be impeached immediately too. Here's an article in the Washington Examiner. Senator Joni Ernst, Republican from Iowa, obviously significant today because it's the Iowa caucus, even though there's no legitimate Republican primary candidate. I mean, Joe Walsh isn't doing anything. It's still important. They know the area. Joni Ernst had said this weekend, and it started a firestorm. Again, Republican Senator Joni Ernst warns the Republicans could immediately push to impeach Biden if he won the presidency. Yes! And as I said this weekend on Twitter, right, Joe? In big caps, as it should be. Because if, as the crazy lunatic Adam Schiff AOC caucus on the Democrat side continue to state, Joe, if the corrupt motive standard is the new standard to impeach the president, right? Yeah. That you can get in the president's head and determine that his actions, although legal, holding up aid to Ukraine but not past the deadline because he was concerned about corruption, talking about President Trump.
Yeah, man.
And asking for corruption investigations in Ukraine to clear that up. If you can get in the president's head, as the Democrats are suggesting, and determine it was all corrupt, Joe, he was only doing it for politics. They have no idea that that's true, even though he didn't break any laws. If that's the case, that corrupt motives, because we're all somehow psychic now, are a standard for impeachment, then Senator Joni Ernst is absolutely correct. That if we can all discern someone's motives and get into their heads, then clearly Joe Biden will be subject to impeachment. God forbid he were to win the presidency. That's a big time. The minute he gets into office, because hey, Daddy-O, new rules, man. As I said, new rules. And some of my friends on, I work at Fox. And as you heard Friday night, if some of you watched Hannity, I re-signed with Fox for 2 more years, so it was on Hannity. So Friday nights was not a secret anymore. We had discussed that, but we'll be there 2 more years. Happy to be there. Love the network. Love working there. I'm going to disagree with some of my fellow coworkers there at Fox, and some of them were on this morning on Fox and Friends and said, "Well, listen, I don't think we should pursue this impeachment route if Biden, God forbid, is elected president, because we'd be doubling down on a bad thing." We're not the Democrats aren't saying it's a bad thing, Joe. The Democrats are saying, for the sake of the country and for the republic, for the sake of the corrupt motive standard, this is the new standard. We need to get to the motives, and if we think they were corrupt, we should impeach the president. Fine. We think the Bidens were corrupt, and the Bidens then should be impeached by the exact same standard, right, Joe? The new rules,
the precedent's been set, dude.
The precedent has been set. As I told you months ago, new rules. We win, you lose. When you all want to go back to the old rules of civility, decorum, treating parties like human beings, not animals, stop calling people racist, misogynist, and you want to debate actual ideas, I'm game. So is everybody else. But until that point, and until you show some evidence you're willing to apply that same decorum and treatment to Republicans, I'm not interested. If you're saying the rules are corrupt motives, that you can discern corrupt motives, then fine. Yes, Biden will be impeached immediately too.
You just heard the Dan Bongino Show. You can also get Dan's podcasts on iTunes or SoundCloud, and follow Dan on Twitter 24/7 @DBongino.